UK and France would send troops to Ukraine if a ceasefire is reached, and Germany could consider doing the same. The US could lead a ceasefire monitoring mission and provide backup to those European peacekeeping troops. That's some of what was announced at talks of the so-called Coalition of the Willing here in Paris. President Zelensky described this as historic, but make no mistake, there are some really key caveats here. Most crucially, there is no ceasefire in sight yet, so for the moment these commitments remain hypothetical, and few here have any real faith that Russia is truly open to peace. Then there's still a big lack of detail on what these European-led security guarantees would actually look like. Britain talked about establishing post-ceasefire military hubs in Ukraine, and a new agreement signed here paves the way for a legal framework under which British, French and partner forces could operate on Ukrainian soil, according to UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer. But how many troops would be involved? On what terms? Where might they be deployed? All of this, we were told, will be detailed and described in future documents, and much of it will be subject to approval from national parliament. Still, this is more concrete than past talk of security guarantees, and the fact the US is willing to be involved will be seen as a big diplomatic achievement for the Europeans who want to keep Washington on board at all costs. There was something else hanging over this meeting, the renewed US talk of annexing Greenland, and the sort of irony of talking about protecting Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity with the US, while the US is actively talking about annexing part of a NATO ally, Denmark. Well, that won't be lost on many of the European leaders gathered here. They insist it was a display of transatlantic unity, but it's clear that there are cracks that still run deep.